As far as fighting ISIS is concerned, have you noticed that President Obama isn't doing anything correct, according to the conservatives? I mean, the hecklers are out and about. They're throwing popcorn from the stands. But I just want to point out, there is no march, there is no chorus across this country that says that we have to put boots on the ground to defeat ISIS. We're doing more airstrikes than ever before. And may I point out that we have not been hit at home by ISIS. It's as if the president isn't doing anything correctly. And I'd like to know from the biggest heckler, this fat guy from New Jersey, Governor Christie, who doesn't know his ass from third base, while he's asking the president all these questions and telling him what to do at his speech yesterday at the Council of Foreign Relations in New York, maybe Mr. Christie can tell us when was the last time he had an NSA briefing or a CIA briefing or a briefing at the Pentagon on what we're doing in Iraq and Syria when it comes to fighting ISIS. The fact is, it's his opinion. He doesn't know his ass from third base, but he's a pretty good salesman. Here he is yesterday.
I would be fascinated to see the president go to Paris and speak to the families who lost their loved ones 12, 13 days ago and tell them that ISIS is just a group of killers who are good at social media. It'd be fascinating to see the Secretary of State go to those Parisian families and tell them that ISIS is not 10 feet tall. This is just a transparent attempt to justify a failed policy.
A failed policy. It's always a failed policy. Was it a failed policy for the Bush administration to disband the bin Laden team that was going after him? And then President Obama had to come in and mop it up. And in a debate against Mitt Romney, he said that if we had actionable intelligence and if the Pakistanis were not willing or unable to go after Osama bin Laden, that he would get it done. He made that call. Isn't that fascinating? The fact of the matter is, everything the president has said he was going to do against ISIS is exactly what he's doing. Now, Governor Christie, if you want to send your kids to the military and put boots on the ground, go right ahead. But the country's not with you on that. Not yet, anyway. And the fact is that we are getting cooperation from the French, from the Brits, and even the Russians, as adversarial as they have been at times with this president. There is a worldwide coalition that is going after ISIS. Maybe not at the speed that you run, Governor, but the fact is the job is getting done and we are protected at home. I was in New York City yesterday. There's cops everywhere. There's security everywhere. People are going about their lives and their businesses. This country is not going to be intimidated by ISIS. But it's the Republicans in this country who want to gin up fear and make sure we know that we're just not doing anything correctly.